everyone, and welcome to my 39th review. Today I'll be reviewing We Are by Jon Batiste. I've heard Jon Batiste and I've heard great things, even with the little videos he did with Roy Haynes and Wayne Shorter. Also hearing him on Peter Cottontail's song When I Get There. And even though I've never heard his solo work, I kind of knew what to expect going into this as being a more gospel sound, which I knew I'd love in some instance because I've grown to love gospel music so much as of recently. And while it is that, he gives some other sounds you wouldn't expect, and I love what he did on this album. Let's get into this. We Are is the intro and is such an uplifting and triumphant song with a somewhat high school marching band sound alongside gospel, if that makes sense. It makes sense why it would sound like that with it featuring the St. Augustine High School Marching 100, alongside a lot more people like David Gauthier, the Gospel's Old Children Choir, Craig Adams, Braedon Gautier, and Rowe. And while I can't find out who is where on this song, they all definitely make this song great. Starting out with these simple drums, but then rising into something more powerful, but still somewhat calm with funky guitar, strong bass, and great vocals, then much more calm chords. Then when it builds up to the chorus with this choir, it sounds so enchanting and powerful and probably my favorite part of the song. Then calming down to all of a sudden come in with these powerful horns and strong marching drums with more great vocals. Overall, this is just an incredible intro and song in general, and definitely my favorite song. Tell the Truth is somewhat the same instrumentally with strong drums, funky guitar, and calm chords, but adding more with some strings and more horns every now and then with a very blues-inspired sound, I think, with its gospel parts too. And even with the vocals more crazy, I guess I can describe them as. It's definitely a great song, but not one of my personal favorites, so it's a mid-song in general. Cry starting off very similar to the other two songs, starting with drums and going in with strong bass and groovy guitar, but the song is definitely much more slow than the others, with it sounding very rock-inspired, sounding like something Tom Petty would do. And while I do like this song with the vocals definitely beautiful and sentimental it seems, I just don't care too much for this kind of sound personally. So I probably rate it pretty low, but I don't hate this song. I Need You is another one of my favorites with the much more full gospel sound with great fast bass and sharp and happy sounding piano with rhythmic drums, then strong and soothing vocals that complement the instrumental immensely. Then when it gets to the verses, I wasn't expecting this fast rapping with him sounding very deep or mellow with his voice. I like that it did that, to slow it down somewhat. Then with this very fast road solo, I think in the middle of the song, was a nice touch and even a great sax solo, I think, near the end to complement the vocals and make the instrumental more great. This is definitely a great song, top 3 for me. What You Talking About is in a much more fast and aggressive song with heavy drums and a heavy bass line, within fast and aggressive rapping. And I really think he does great on this song with the instrumental. With an electric guitar and this great synth solo near the end makes it much better and oddly lifting. Still, and makes it a great song, but still not as good as other songs personally. So while it's great, I'd probably rate it low. Boyhood was a song I was super excited going into because I love PJ Morton. I didn't know Trombone Shorty, so it would be cool to see what they would do. And they all definitely do great, making it one of my favorites. Starting out very calm, then coming in very aggressively, with wall calm chords, has aggressive rapping, banging trap-style drums. I like the sound they went for and I think fits really well with the idea of growing up. Then when it gets to PJ Morton, it calms down but more lively too with incredible chords while PJ singing beautifully. One of my favorite parts of the song. Then ending incredibly with a trombone solo from Trombone Shorty to make it one of my favorite songs. Movement 11 is just an instrumental, but while even the instrumental is simple, it still sounds incredible. With incredible piano work alongside beautiful and cinematic strings to make it incredible all the way through. With its chaotic and fast parts with the piano, but then slowing down at some sections with the strings coming in. Then even extremely aggressive parts to it that make me love it so much. Not as good as other songs personally, but still one of my favorites. Adulthood is in a much more calm song with a groovy bass line alongside relaxing drums and a harp it seems within a great choir. While it does sound great, it can be pretty boring or plain at some points with the instrumental not having much changing. But I do love it and love relaxing songs, but could have liked more. It does get more exciting around the end with the drums getting more lively and this brass from assuming the high-hat brass band coming in to make it a favorite of mine. And even though I don't like it as much as other songs, mostly because it can get pretty plain, it is still one of my favorites. Mavis is just a short 20-second skit and is nothing really special, but while this is probably my least favorite song considering there's not much, it does seem very sentimental, talking about the idea of freedom, which I guess builds off into the next song, which is called Freedom. So nothing special in my least favorite song, but still seems very important. Freedom is coming in from the skit earlier and coming in extremely strong and also strong gospel sounds to it, vocally and instrumentally. With While Calm Roads, they got a lot that's needed alongside great rhythmic drums and strong horns. Then vocally with them sounding very powerful alongside a great choir. The short section, when it calms down with beautiful chords and vocals, is just more great things to make it a top 3 song for me. Show Me the Way seems like a much more sentimental song with it sounding still powerful but more slow than other songs, with an incredible strong chorus with great vocals with the instrumental with these groovy drums and guitar. Then other sections near the end to slow it down with beautiful guitar and calm vocals from Jon and also Zadie Smith to make it even more incredible. This is definitely one of my favorites. Singing is in a much more slow and saddening sounding song. While it does have its energetic parts, it still seems more saddening than other songs. Starting with beautiful vocals and calm roads, but to eventually rise triumphantly with a lively chorus, with a great choir and banging kicks alongside other percussion. It's just another strong song all the way through, and one of my favorites, and one of my top 5 favorites. Until is the outro, and just seems like a little skit to begin with, sounding like just people singing together. But on top of that, it's just immensely beautiful and calm piano that I love so much. Even though it is beautiful, it is a little over a minute long, doesn't have much besides them talking and singing over great piano. But what it does have is incredible. So while it is one of my least favorites compared to other songs, it still sounds incredible. It is very beautiful and seems very sentimental. It's just a perfect way to end this album, it seems. And all I really have to say left is, it's just an incredibly triumphant, beautiful, and feel-good album with some more beautiful and sad sections. Why I don't like it all, this is mostly solid all the way through. 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching.